I think the real value of the journalism minor here at UNCW and the journalism courses that we offer in both the English department and the Communication Studies department is that it allows students an opportunity to complement their major, whatever their primary field of academic study is, with a strong knowledge of journalism and why it's important for our society and how it affects our everyday lives. We want students really making that connection, that journalism is not a stuffy academic exercise, that this is life unfolding around us. And so we get them consuming news on a regular basis, whether that's through traditional forms like a newspaper or television broadcasts or radio broadcasts, or more and more every day through social media and digital media platforms, whether it be Facebook posts or Twitter feeds or other news aggregators. We want them to be aware and knowledgeable about what's going on in the world so that then they can take that out of the classroom and have intelligent conversations about what's happening. We also get them out there doing their own stories, and I think that's one of the real strengths of the program here, and one of the primary ways that students really learn what journalism is about is by getting them out there doing their own journalism. So they're out there doing stories in their community, both on campus and off campus, collecting audio, creating videos, taking photos, gathering the notes and information that they need for rich textual stories, in the same way that a 21st century journalist is going to do in any professional newsroom or on a freelance basis. So I think that regardless of what a student chooses to do after they graduate, whether that be something entirely different, or whether it be to pursue a career in journalism professionally, I think that the journalism program here at UNCW will give them the tools and the foundation that they need to be successful in whatever they choose to do. Yeah, well, there are a lot of things that get me excited about teaching journalism. Of course, all journalism instructors love to hear from students who are interested in pursuing the field professionally as a career. Or when we hear from students who have graduated and gone on to work as full-time journalists, and they write back or call back and they tell us about all the fun that they're having or the success that they're having working full-time on the job. That's always certainly very exciting. But I also get really jazzed when I see students start to participate in meaningful ways in conversations about the day's events. In discussions about what's going on in the world and in the news. That gets me really excited. When a class comes together and starts to create a collective, constructive dialogue about current events and about what's happening in the world, that gets me really excited because, again, it shows me that students are making this connection, that this is not just a classroom activity, that this is not just a classroom exercise, that these are things and events that are affecting our lives and affecting the lives of other people in very real ways. And so when students start to not just grasp that and connect with that and make that understanding, but when they also then start to formulate their own thoughts and contribute their own thoughts and give back to that discussion, that gets me really excited. I would say sign up and take our Introduction to Journalism course. It's a great way to get a feel for what it's like to work as a journalist and what journalism is and what it's all about. I would encourage students to get involved with student media here at UNCW. We have a great student newspaper, The Seahawk, and its website, theseahawk.org. Also our student TV station, Teal TV, and a number of other really strong student media programs here. I would encourage students to get involved and start working with one of those and see if it's something that they'd be interested in doing in the long term. When students do that, when they start seeing their byline attached to a news article that they wrote, or they see a video package that they put together going out and reaching a larger audience, an audience of their peers, that's really exciting for our students. And it's a great way for them to really learn what it's like to work as a journalist, and again, if it's something that they'd be interested in doing professionally. I would say that regardless of what a student ends up doing after they graduate and leaving UNCW, the skills that they acquire through studying journalism will serve them well in a variety of professional environments they may find themselves in. For example, the multimedia technology skills that students learn in our courses are very attractive to a number of employers out there right now. Also, the ability to communicate clearly, to write concisely, and to get your point across in a way that is accessible and easily understood by a general audience is frankly a skill that not all candidates out there on the job market right now have. And so I think if a student can acquire those skills through our journalism courses and take them with them after they graduate, I think they'll be in a much better position when it comes time to get that job.